Good morning, everybody, and once again it's about 6:40 a.m. on my way to work, and this is another episode of what's happening in China. And there's quite a lot happening in China at the moment, so let's get to it. Let's talk about pollution for a minute. Now, I've just done a China How It Is all about pollution, and I'll put a link for you over here so you can go and check that video out if you like. Right now it's quite a big topic. In Beijing the levels of pollution are sort of like the highest they've been in since forever, so it's really a horrible place to be right now, and I'm going to try to explain to you why. Now basically, even out where I live now, it's becoming horribly dusty, and things are getting out of control. But that's because the Chinese New Year Spring Festival is coming soon. By soon I mean it's just under a month away. And because China comes to an absolute standstill for at least 7 days, although normally a little longer than 7 days, what you'll find is companies, construction projects, things like this, they try to rush to get everything finished before the end of the year. And that's what's happening at the moment. Out where I live, there's a quarry nearby, and there are a lot of trucks, there's a lot of construction, and lately they've been going 24 hours a day, as in nighttime I can't sleep because you can hear machinery off in the distance. It's insane. It's very irritating, but they obviously ignore complaints or whatever, and they just keep doing it. And well, as you can see, even here, there's all these buildings here just being constructed. And yes, it's going on 24 hours a day. So when you've got construction going on 24 hours a day, it's going to cause a hell of a lot of pollution, dust and all that nonsense, all the trucks and all the rubbish, building materials and things. So that's a big factor. Now, Beijing is also located right next to a big desert, and so the desert obviously has a big role to play in the pollution there as well, because you got these dust storms blowing in over the city. Either way, you couldn't pay me to go and live in Beijing. It's not a cool place, and yes, it is horribly polluted. So that's the pollution out of the way. Hopefully, as soon as Spring Festival hits, there'll be like a 7-day reprieve where everything shuts down and things can more or less return to normal. See, there's construction there as well. This is China, everywhere you go there's construction. It's unstoppable. I mean, look, there, just everywhere you want to look. And this is like down in a sort of a fairly established area. Out where I live, where it's kind of developing, there's even more construction. It's just insane. Anyway, that's enough about construction and pollution. Let's move on to the next topic I'm going to talk about today. I've briefly said a few things about the Spring Festival, which is the Chinese New Year festival, which happens from the 1st of January, but not our 1st of January, from the 1st of January on the lunar calendar. So that means the actual holiday is going to start in February. Now, I actually don't know the exact date. I'll look it up and I'll put it over here for you. Somewhere around, I think, the 9th or anyway, somewhere in February somewhere. Yes, the thing about China and China's festivals is that you very often get conflicting reports or conflicting stories as to what these festivals are all about, and it's really frustrating. I've been living here for 7 years. Every time a new festival comes along, or a festival comes along, Dragon Boat Festival, Mid-Autumn Festival, the Lantern Festival, the Chinese Valentine's Day, there are all these festivals, and each time one comes along, I ask my Chinese friends, why are you eating this kind of food? Why are you doing this kind of thing? Why are you burning that paper money? Why are you, putting that there? Why? And they all have different stories. There's like no sort of set in stone, solid, proper story. So I've decided to make it my mission for the next China How It Is to get an explanation from as many different people as possible as to the whole, all the celebrations for the New Year, the Spring Festival, why they celebrate it, why they do what they do, why they hang the couplets on the doors, why they eat the foods that they eat and do the things that they do. I'm going to get an exact, as solid as possible account as to what's going on there, and from many different people, and hopefully we can clear these holidays up one by one as the year goes on. I'll be doing sort of China how it is specials on each festival and holiday that comes along. So that's the next big thing. One final thing I would like to talk about in this video is the internet. It has gotten much worse. Right now what's happening is ISP level blocking. So basically, for instance, one of the things I've been doing to get past the firewall is using an SSH tunnel. Now, I've been very successful doing this for years now. However, what they're doing now is if they detect that you've got an open SSH connection for longer than I think 12 hours, they permanently block that port for you, you as the user. So now at my house I can't use that anymore. If I go to, like, say, a coffee shop or something, then yes, I can use it for a brief time, but it's slow and unreliable, and it's definitely not a solution for uploading, because uploading takes about 13-14 hours for a video anyway. They're doing the same with open VPN connections, so I can get a connection for a couple of hours, then that port gets permanently banned. I could change the port, but then it's the same deal again and again. It's frustrating. I have one other way, which I'm busy using now to get these videos up. Right now, the way that I'm able to get my videos up is a slow, horrible process. So I'm still going to get them up, but I'm just like to let you know that it's taking me a long time to get my videos up. And also, for instance, when it comes to comments, I can actually read my comments because YouTube sends an email to you every time somebody comments on your channel. You get about 80% of the comment, or you get a fair amount, so I can read the comments, but I can't reply to them because right now for me to actually get onto the YouTube website is just incredibly difficult, and if I do, it's so slow, it's not really possible for me to reply. So just to let you know, for now I am reading all the comments. If I'm not replying, that's the reason. So that's kind of what's happening at the moment in China. Those of you who've been watching my channel, maybe you'll notice I've been putting a lot of time into that little bike project. It's finished. It's great, it's running, it's an awesome little machine. I absolutely love it. If you're not interested in bikes, sorry about that, don't worry, there's lots of China stuff coming too. But if you are interested in bikes, don't forget to check out that challenge of mine. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of what's happening in China, or at least in my next video. So cheers for now from China.